Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's nice to see you here. Hi, Tammy in the comments is Hero Arts. Nice to see you. I'm going to give people just another second to join, and then we will dive in. We're going through the July My Monthly Hero Kit and add-ons today. Let's see. You're having trouble hearing Tammy. Is anyone else having trouble hearing me as I speak? Just let me know. There's any issues, but I am here today. I'm Libby Hickson from Hero Arts, and I have with me Debi Adams from our creative team. She always makes the wonderful cards that I show every month on these lives, and it's so nice to have her here. She's going to talk through her cards and tell us what she did with them, which is going to be fun. Okay, it's just Tammy. Awesome. Hi, Essie. Nice to see you. Essie's on a blog named Hero Team. We love all the cards she makes every time with that. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Lori. Hi, Connie. Hi, everybody. So if you're here, go ahead and comment because that's how we know you're here. At the end, we will do a giveaway to somebody who was here commenting. And so, yeah, just let us know that you're here and let us know what you think of this release as we go along. So I am going to go ahead and dive right in. I don't want to keep you longer than we need to, but we're going to have fun today. And let's see, Tammy's saying giveaway, just a reminder about the giveaway. So yes, your comment here is your entry into the giveaway. So the more times you comment, the more chances you have to win that because she's going to randomly pull it from everybody who's commenting today. And I'm going to go ahead and well, first of all, Debi, I should say hello to you. Thanks for being here today. It's so nice to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Before I take your face away, is there anything you want to say to the people out there?
Oh, I just want to thank you all for coming on today. This is an exciting release. I say that every month, but because every month each, the designs that come from the hero artists is just fantastic. And I just feel really blessed to be able to play with all of their designs. And thank you again for having me here today. I can't wait to interact with some of you guys and meet you and talk. So, yay.
All right, well, let's do it. Let's go ahead and introduce the kit. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just put a picture of the kit up, and then I'll show you my actual version. So this is our kit this month. It is a super fun hero scape of a flock of flamingos. It is a pretty easy to layering stamp set. It has 3 layers of the flamingo that you line up, actually 4 layers that you line up together. I got word from Mindy, hi Mindy, she's here in the comments, she's on our creative team, and she feels it is a easy one to set up, and it's especially easy when you have dirty stamps. A little tip from her, but we'll talk about layering it as well. Hi, Seal. Hi, everybody. So this is the stamp set. It has the flamingos. It has a little bit of water that the flamingos can be standing in, some clouds, cute little details like these dragonflies and a little shrimp, several little shrimp things, tiny little fish. I think shrimp or krill, or is it shrimp? I don't know. They're the main thing that the flamingos eat to make them nice and pink. So the messages are: you tickle me pink, stand tall, darling, happy birthday, and you are flamazing, which was a little word I used when I was describing going live. And yes, we are live today on both Facebook and YouTube. So the winners will be picked across both sites, the winner. But, so keep commenting. We can see comments from everybody here on our end. We can see both Facebook and YouTube. So let us know what you think and keep commenting. And then I also wanted to point out that the kit comes with matching dies and then 5 ink cubes. They are our new core ink, which was just released a couple weeks ago in cotton candy, peony, azalea, Arctic, and paradise. So great colors for stamping the flamingos and then for stamping the water as well. And there are some gorgeous gems in the kit in 2 colors, and then a little container of hero pearls in teal. So it's a fabulous kit. And now I'm going to go ahead to my overhead view, and I'll show you it here in my hands. I'm going to go ahead and solo this screen for a second. All right, so here is the kit. It is a large 6x8 stamp set. Sorry for the reflection that I can't help but get in there. But you can see the size of it relative to my hand, and we'll show some card samples in a second as well. So lots of fun things in that kit. Sorry for my ring light. Ooh, let's see, put it out of the, there you go. Let me go back to the comments for a second here. Okay, and then the matching frame cuts. And Debi, I just went and got those gems. I mentioned it, and now I don't, oh, hold on one second. I'm gonna go grab those. Sorry about that. I left them over on the other table. So this is what the gems look like. They are quite large, but they're so shiny and pretty. Really fun. I don't have the little tube of hero pearls, but they are pearls. When you squeeze them out onto your paper, it'll make a little dome if you want. You can also use them as a medium for kind of mixed media looks. You can spread them out with a palette knife. You can even put them on a like a gel plate and spread it out and then use that to stamp with, which is a fun technique. I just saw Kat Kerr do on her reels on Instagram using some Hero Arts products. So there are also the cubes. And like I mentioned, there's 5 colors. They are the little 1-inch square cubes, perfect for doing this color layering. All right. So now, having gone through all the things that are in the kit, I'm going to go ahead and start showing your cards, Debbie. Is there a certain one you would like me to start with?
No, you pick and choose.
Let's do this one. So this is just some beautiful layering of your flamingos.
Yes, and I love the reactive inks, but sometimes I'll combine a little bit of the core ink because I'll get a little different color. But those were mostly reactive inks for the background. And then the clouds, I believe, it's really hard because I made them almost a month ago, but I think that I used like sea salt reactive ink for the clouds because I wanted them to be soft and subtle in the background. And they pulled up a little bit of the blue coloring. And I really like that. I just thought it was subtle. And in that set, and you'll see on another card of mine, you notice the water. And then I think I have some little fish jumping in there. And I like to shade or highlight, I usually highlight in the center, and then I'll darken the other edges so that it looks like the sun is coming down out of the water. And so that was kind of the point of that card.
I love the little dots that you put around the cloud and down along the flamazing message as well. That's just
can I share something on that? Because I think everybody will kick out of this. I am not a perfect card maker by any means. So I was so super excited. I figured out exactly where I was going to stamp this, and then I kind of messed it up a little bit. And I think Lydia might have had something on hers too. And so I thought, I don't know how I'm going to fix this, but I'm not starting over because, starting over would mean coloring the whole card over again and everything. I'm not going to do it. So I just went in and added a little bit of gray underneath the lettering at the bottom. And then I put the little dots, and now you can't even tell. Yeah. So sometimes your best mistakes turn out to be, a great asset. So don't give up. Just kind of work around it.
That's great advice, Debbie. And I love how you recovered and it made it look awesome. And I also like your decal edge here. Was that some scissors that you had to do that?
I have decal edge scissors, and I did that because I was trying to make this, and I think I told this on the last live one I was on. I really tried to do a lot of research when I do my cards. Sometimes, an idea comes to you right away, but a lot of times I like to go and look and see what's out there. And I was trying to make this kind of a postcard feel. So I used the decal edge to create that edge on there.
Love it. Very cute. And she used the matching frame cut to cut out her little flamingos after she lined them up and stamped them.
Yeah.
You can see, if you didn't realize in the kit, this is the the stamp that makes this bit right here with their eyes and beaks. I love that that's a separate stamp. And you'll also see, so I want to back up and mention that we did have a blog hop on Tuesday, yesterday. It was one day later than usual. We usually release on Mondays, but we did Tuesday this month because of the July 4th holiday in the US. And we had a blog hop with all of our creative team and some guests making cards. And you guys really want to check that out if you haven't already. First of all, you can blog hop along and leave comments and have a chance to win. But also just the creativity this month from the creative team was fantastic. So many different ideas. You don't only have to make pink layered flamingos. You'll see people made silhouette flamingos. This is a great silhouette right here. You can see that people used embossing powder to make like gold embossed flamingos. You can make silver embossed flamingos, whatever color you like, and just so many different ideas. And as well as the blog hop, over the weekend, we always start our release process with our countdown over the weekend. And so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on our blog, there were great ideas shared there as well. And links to the artists so that you could go to their blog and get the full information about the cards they created. So I was just blown away by all the wonderful cards this month. So make sure you check them out. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and show Debbie's next card. Here is another cutie from Debbie.
That one was really fun. I always try to stretch exactly, what the card set can do. And so I used the background, the solid part for the water as my
Oh my
stripe.
gosh, Debbie, I didn't even realize that's what you did to make your stripes.
Yeah, because I'm like, I love, this is just me. I love, polka dot stripes and checks. I love how they mix and blend. And we don't have that kind of paper, but that never has to stop us from creating. And so I looked at that set and I thought, oh my gosh, this is perfect. It's a stripe. And so that's exactly how I created that.
That
And I
is so
think I
brilliant.
used the key lime fizz reactive ink because that's one of my favorite colors.
And it would look great
And
with
then I
the
had little
colors that are in the
frou-frou
kit as
in the
well.
back. But honestly, if you don't have that frou-frou, all you can do is you can put together some tissue paper and then just either glue or stitch a line down it and then just snip those little edges of that tissue paper to create that same effect. I happen to buy it on a roll, but you could make it at home really easily. It's not hard. And then I had a few little sequins and I was ready to go.
So fun. I love it. And I think the stripes would look, now that I know what you did, which is so brilliant, it would look really great with the ink colors in the kit as well. You could make a like a effect with some of the colors or different things with that stripe right there. That's so smart. I only saw water. I didn't realize that's how you did the stripes, even though I've looked at this card a million times. That's funny. All right, now let's go ahead and show one that kind of goes away from the flamingos because you don't have to just use flamingos in this set.
No, and I think that's really important too. Like I said, the flamingos obviously are kind of the main focal point, but there's so many more things you can do with that set than just the flamingos. And I think that's was the point of this card was going, you can do something super sweet, a thoughtful card, send off to somebody. And I just used the fish, again, the water. And if you'll notice, the water is whiter than what's on that comes with the stamp set. So what I did is I just stamped it a couple of times. And then I took one of our oval infinity dies and cut out that little pond. And then stamped and cut out some of the little bit of the grass that's on there. So it made kind of look like cattails. And then we had the dragonflies and, little dots.
Little shadow on your dragonflies too.
And I used a couple different colors. I really like to blend colors a lot. And so that's what I did on those dragonflies. I started off with either Pool Party or what's the other one? Is that blue raspberry or something? And then I tipped the edges in another color. And I just did that by stamping over the same image again until you get what you want. That's all that was done.
So you had it in a Misty or a stamping platform?
Yes. I never used the Misty. I mean, for a really long time until I started working with Hero Arts. And then I found like, oh my gosh, what have I been missing all this time? Because it really hides a multitude of sins by being able to stamp over a couple of times and really getting that color down really well.
Absolutely. The Misty is such a game changer.
It is.
You could also put that on a clear block and ink it up with one color and then kind of rock the tips into a darker ink if you wanted to do it that way.
Totally.
And I love how you took the stripe of water right there and just did it multiple times to do the little pond like you mentioned. And then speaking of this, now I know how you made this card, I think.
Yes.
Right?
I've had a lot of people ask about that. That was a sneak peek card. So if you guys are not watching for those sneak peeks, you really need to, because this month, just like Libby said, the designers, they blew me away. And I see a lot of art, but they were amazing. And I tried again to do something a little different with the kit. And I looked at that water over and over again. And I kept thinking, what can this be? What can this be? And then all of a sudden it just clicked. It was like, oh my gosh, I could do, the little flamingos inside a little shack. And so that's what I did. And I just stamped those multiple times. And then if you notice, there's a space in between them because I wanted them to be little wood planks. And I just filled in, because I stamped that on Dove White cardstock, I just went back in and colored it in with either Copics or some of the inks using one of the blending brushes, so that it's a lighter area, but it's all colored in. So that's all that was there. And then a little strip at the top to make the band. And then up at the very top to make that fringe, that's just the grass. And I stamped it a whole bunch of times in a bunch of different colors and then kind of hand cut it like wonky and then used scissors. I have a pair of those 5-bladed scissors, but you don't have to buy those. You could just snip those with your regular scissors. And that's how that fringe is made. And then again, another strip at the top. And then I put some flowers on there. So it's really a quick and easy card. It was really fun.
So clever. I would have not thought to do that, but leave it to your incredible brain, Debbie, to think of these ideas. I always love to see what you make. It's so much fun. And I also love the little sun you kind of blended behind your flamingos.
Yeah.
So cute. So good. Love it. So those are Debi's cards. Again, I want to encourage you to go to the Hero Arts blog from yesterday and hop along and see what else our artists made. I'm going to go through all our add-ons, but I just want to see if I can make this work for a second. I'm going to share where you can find this stuff. If you haven't, hold on a second, share screen. If you haven't shopped our kits before, I want to show you where you find them. So I'm going to try to share a screen on my computer without messing anything up here. Okay, so I think you should be seeing the Hero Arts website now. So when you go to the main page, our My Monthly Hero July kit is right here. You can do shop now. And that will take you to the kit. And if you scroll down, you can see a lot of ideas from our creative team, including this card we were just talking about from Debi. So you can click to see which one you want to look at. There's a great kit overview video there from Mindy. She makes our kit overview video every month. So she's awesome for doing that. And then all the add-ons that we're about to talk about are also down here on that same page. Now, as far as the blog that I keep talking about, if you're not familiar, the way you get to that, if you're here on the Hero Arts page, and I'm on a computer doing this, it's going to look a little bit different on your mobile device. But here is our blog, and you can go here to yesterday's blog post, and that's where you will see all the information about the release. And when you scroll way down to the bottom, you'll see our blog hop. So these are all of our artists who joined us. You click on each link, and that will take you to their posts. And then up here is a little sneak peek we put together. Sorry for the scrolling if that's making you a little seasick. But it shows a little sneak peek of some of these cards everybody made. I mentioned the silhouettes. Here's gold flamingos. I don't know if you can see my cursor that I'm moving around. But and then this one has the gold at the bottom of the pink, which is so great. Jennifer Cotis did this fun rainbow. So lots of fun ideas for using this kit when you go to the site. All right, so let me stop the screen share. And
Essie has a question, and I just wanted to let her know. She asked what blending tool I used on my backgrounds, and I use our blending brushes. That's all I use.
Awesome. Yeah, we have them in 4 sizes now, so lots of options for blending.
They are, and I love having the smaller one because there's times when you really want to get into that little area, and we have a smaller one, and it's really nice. But I have all 4 sizes, and I love them.
Yes.
Definitely my go-to.
All right, I'm going to scoot our little kit out of the way right now and start going through the add-ons. So every month we do have some optional add-ons that kind of go with the theme of our main kit release. And our first one is called Birds of Paradise, actually. And it's available either as a stamp and die separately, or what I'm showing here is our bundle. You can see the stamp set. Actually, I'm going to get something here to put between to make it easier for you to see the actual stamp set. But it's this beautiful Bird of Paradise plant. And then the messages are, thank you, thinking of you with deepest sympathy. So it's nice for making a sympathy card. Some beautiful butterflies in this one as well. All right. And then, like I said, you can buy it as a bundle, which is a little bit of a discounted savings, and it has the dies right in there. And I do want to mention that these are available on HeroArts.com, but they are also available at any of the retailers who carry Hero Arts. So we have a store locator on our website. You can go and find a retailer if you don't know of one near you. Hopefully there is a small independent store near you that you can shop at. It's also at some of the online web stores as well. And so yeah, support the local stores as well, but they're also available on our website. And yes, I'm seeing things about purple. I know I was dying to make purple flamingos, but I thought you guys would think I'm crazy if I did that. So I haven't done it yet, but I really should, shouldn't I? Do some purple flamingos. So here's Debi's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Bird of Paradise card. I love it so much. And Debi is a florist. I don't know if you know that. And so she knows how to color her flowers. So what do you think? What do you want to say about this one?
I don't know them all, but you know what? Like I said, I try to do my homework before I tackle any of my projects here. And so I went in to look at Bird of Paradise, and they really are. I know some people don't care for them because they really are a unique flower, but they have some amazing colors and textures in them. So I looked them up just to see what the coloring was, and that's how I came up with that. And I absolutely had a blast doing it. I know it takes a little bit of time, but I have to tell you, making cards super relaxing. And so I just colored in that, and there's a lot of different ways you could do it. You could do it more orange and yellow, but there really is a lot of colors in those flowers. So this is actually going to be up on the blog post. Tammy might be able to help me there. I don't know if it's Thursday or Friday, so I'll be giving instructions on how to do that, but it really is a simple card. And the only tip that I put in there that you'll notice on that blog post is that around that center image, I stamped and embossed that whole piece in gold, but it's on white cardstock. So I went back in, and with a black marker, I filled in all that white outline that goes around it so that the actual Bird of Paradise would pop a whole lot more. And it just that black cardstock.
So that's a great tip when you're using the matching dyes and you don't want to have that white showing. You can do something that blends in with your background that you're putting it on. Great tip, Debbie. Because then yeah, I love that. That's great. And I love your coloring on this. I love the variation in color. And actually, I love Bird of Paradise. I love birds. So maybe that's why I love it. Because, I mean, look at that. It really looks like an exotic bird. There's the beak. There's the little feathers on its head.
Totally. I'm sure you could make something along that line with that set if you played around with it.
That's a fun idea too. And I love your white on black stamping in the background. I love that. That's kind of a Debbie tip. A Debbie thing you do often is you take the same stamp and do it in a lighter color in the background. And I just love how you do that. So great.
Thank you.
Yes, Debbie's creative genius. I love it too. Jen Cray is in the comments. She's on our global team and she's joining us from the UK. Nice to see you, Jen.
Hi, Jen. You guys don't, I have to tell you, I want to make this really clear so that everybody knows I'm on the same page as all of you with creating. I've just been in it for a long time, but my trash can fills up just like everybody else. And I have a lot of mistakes and boo-boos, but I've worked through some of them, and some of them I can eliminate, but it all takes time. Sometimes things come fast, but other times, I've got a few little mistakes and things, but that's part of the process, and that's part of getting to, loving what the end result is. And so I really enjoy it. I like the challenge.
So you're saying you're human, Debbie? I always thought you were superhuman.
Exactly. In fact, let me stop right here. Libby and I were both talking about this prior to us coming on, was that our craft room. I'm not in my craft room because it is such an incredible mess, and it's so big, but it is such a mess right now. So yeah, I'm in here. Not there.
Yeah, we were talking about she's in a different room because of her mess, and I only have the background behind me, which makes it look like I have a nice organized craft room, but I'm surrounded by chaos right now. So I definitely need to fix it. But anyway, it's an ongoing thing. I look back in my Facebook memories, and for years and years and years, I've been saying I need to clean my craft room. It's really kind of depressing when I see that, actually, when they pop up. In 2010, Libby said, I need to clean my craft room. It's like an ongoing process. Anyway, hello, Ivana, joining from the Czech Republic. So awesome. I love when I see people from all over the world joining. That is so cool and so exciting. So this next set that we want to talk about is called Cockatoo, and it is a cute cockatoo bird. And it has some great little elements as well. The florals, looks like a big hibiscus, and some great leaves. Would those be Monstera? I'm not sure, but I love them. Yes. The messages are, you're special, hello friend, happiest birthday wishes, and a nice branch for the cockatoo to sit on. And again, this is the bundle with the stamp and die, or you can buy them separately as well. And here is Debbie's card using this stamp set.
Yep, just stamped the background black and white, because again, I like to have something going in the background, and there's not like a printed paper, so you can actually make your own kind of paper, so to speak. So I just stamped that in the background, and then I looked up the cockatiel because I had no idea what color it was, because birds come in so many different colors. So it was kind of a peachy color, which really surprised me. I was thinking more like yellow, but it wasn't. So and I've said this on the last slide, I try to stick when I do the cards, because they're oftentimes for the packaging of the stamps, I try to stick to as close to the item or the featured piece as it is realistically. And then when we have these blog hops and these countdowns, I like to go way outside of the box, so you can see the differences in how it was meant to be and how you can create with it. So that's how this one is just kind of just in its natural form.
I love that, Debbie. I'm seeing people from Florida chiming in. Yes, this whole release is great for people in Florida, right? You get to see all this kind of tropical vibes all the time, which I love. I'm in Georgia, so I'm right above Florida. So I'm an frequent visitor to Florida. Yeah, so your shading is beautiful. People are commenting on that. Somebody mentioned Plumeria. Would that be the leaves? Are those Plumeria?
No, the little flowers. Those are Hawaiian flowers generally. Those are Plumeria, and they come usually white with yellow or white with kind of a really pretty pink.
Ah, is both?
Yeah.
Both? Is that one? Is that
hibiscus? No, that's a hibiscus because of the center. Okay. The other one is definitely a Plumeria.
Gotcha. Thank you. I'm learning from our florist. So pretty. Okay, so the next one is Monstera because that's what we named it. So hopefully that's correct.
Yes.
And again, here's the bundle for this one. And it's a great big cluster of those gorgeous big leaves. And it has this adorable little tree frog and has a dragonfly, a little bloom that has the little flower coming in it.
That's called a, oh boy, it starts with an A. Anthurium.
Aha. Thank you. Thank you. Warm wishes. Hello. And aloha is in here as well. I didn't even realize that. And hello, Daniel West. I just saw him join in. He's also on our team. He made awesome projects for the hop as well. And so Debbie's card with this one, I just love that you put the little frog on your frame.
Oh, I love that frog. I thought it was so cute. I don't know who does all of the artwork, but it sure makes our job really easy. They just do an amazing job, and it was really fun to do this one. This one is also on the blog either Thursday or Friday. Sorry, Tammy, I didn't look to see when it's posted. And one of the tips that I gave on this one is I like to outline things afterwards. If you'll notice that gray outline, it kind of gives it a little bit of dimension around the leaves. So that's what I did. And then I just splattered a little paint on there. But the directions will be up on the blog, and you can take a look at that. And then I went ahead and incorporated our little wood frame infinity die. And the piece that popped out was actually the part where I stamped the hello. So nothing went to waste on that at all. And then I mounted it on foam. I like doing dimensional cards. So you'll find almost something dimensional on every one of my cards. I just like that raised up look. So anyway.
So yes, Thursday, tomorrow is when you'll see these cards on the blog, on the Hero Arts blog.
Okay.
So it'll be some of her cards on her own blog post during our hop yesterday. So couple places to see Debbie's cards and close up. And all these cards are also on our website. So if you go to the Monstera stamp set, you will see this as a secondary image there on the website, as well as some other projects from our team.
I agree with you, Brianne. Dimension is life. 100%.
Yes. Melissa says Daniel is the king of foam. I know Daniel loves his foam tape as well.
Yes.
And he's really good for this little string that you put on here. Is there anything to know about that?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Do you have any tips about the string that you've added to some of the cards?
You know what? I use carpet thread. Oh. So it's a little more wiry in nature. So it's really easy. It comes off the spool looking like that. So I don't have much to do with it. And then I can just adhere it. And I usually find a place where the adhesive is hidden. So obviously this frame hides the spot where it's at. But it's carpet thread.
Awesome. And yeah, with something hiding it, you could make it real easy on yourself and just put a little piece of Scotch tape to hold it in place because nobody would ever see that.
Exactly. And I have several spools that I sometimes I'll go out to estate sales and they'll have old upholsters like carpet thread, and I can get it in some really unusual colors. But I have 2 spools of the black, and I use it a lot. I really like it.
That's so cool. You are so talented at finding treasures at estate sales too, I think. Is that kind of a hobby of yours?
My house knows it too well.
What was that, Debbie?
I said my house knows it too well too. I've had to kind of start downsizing that portion. You know, I don't know where you all are in life with children. Mine are all grown, and they have all informed me that they don't want any of this stuff. So yeah. So I'm just holding on to those little treasures and passing the rest along. So
yes. So Seal's asking, where would you find carpet thread other than at an estate sale?
You know what? I believe that they have that at your Joann's type stores, but also if you have any upholstery stores around you, they might have that to sell, or stores that sell fabric for drapes. They will have that in their store. You will find it there.
Very cool. Love that tip. I hadn't thought to use carpet thread. I don't know if I even knew that it was a thing. So
Yeah.
great things I learned from Debbie when she's here. Okay, so this one is called Tropical Florals Fancy Dye, and I love it. I think they are so gorgeous. So I don't even want to try to name what's in here, but there's like a fern looking type of thing and Monstera looking things. And this is the one that started with an A that Debbie just figured out a minute ago. Just really pretty.
That's those kind of red rubbery looking flowers from Hawaii, and they have the little like yellow stem in the middle.
Yes.
Those are called anthuriums. That's what that is.
Anthuriums. I need to remember that name. Do you know what this one would be?
That one I don't know. I didn't look it up. It's some tropical flower, and it's got a funky name, but I can't remember what it is.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Sorry. No. And this one looks like an orchid to me. Do you think that one's an orchid?
Yes, it is an orchid. And then the other looks like maybe another plumeria.
Yeah. Love it. Let's see. So your card with this one. Love it.
Oh my gosh. I love die cuts. I don't know. It's kind of a little more of my background. And this one was just such a fun set to play with. I mean, the possibilities are really endless. And I say that over and over again because they are. So I just colored these all up, just fun. And they were all colored with reactive inks and core inks. So I generally start off with reactive inks because I know like if you want to splatter water on them, you're going to get some kind of splatter marks on it. But I usually start off with those colors. And then as I go in darker, I'll choose some of our core inks. But don't hesitate to try things like brown and black and even gray with some of those colors like the green, because that turns it kind of a olive or avocado green. Oh. And so that's what I'll do. A lot of times you'll see on my coloring, it's not actually a hunter green or an olive green. I've added brown or I've added a little black, and it's given that tone to that, to shade that type of, shade that leaf. And so that's what I did on that.
What a great tip.
And then obviously I felt like I needed a little background on the white. It was super simple. And I like to put a little bit of layering in there. Layer is big. And then I die cut that thinking of you. Oh, it was really a cute thing. Oh yeah, and there's your orchid in there too.
Yes. So the Thinking of You is a die that we've had for a while. So you can find that on our website as well. It's not from this release, but it looks perfect with this. And I love the blending that you did on that message as well. I love the white on white for the background element. So cool. And Debbie gave some great tips on how to color these. You could also watercolor them. You could do just, however you love to color. You could cut them out of colored cardstock to start and then just add a little shading to make it quick and easy. So lots of ways you could use these awesome dyes. They're so gorgeous. And again, those are the Tropical Florals Fancy Dyes.
Someone said that flower is a bromeliad. So I don't know, but there's a couple of you that commented on that and you're probably correct. So I haven't looked it up. So there you go.
Awesome. And you mentioned the designers at Hero Arts. Let's give them a shout out. So Robin, Ron, Manami, Yesenia, Laura, They are the team that design all the products, and they're fantastic and so talented. And so they all work on every release. So everybody has a hand in all of this. And so,
they do. And they have some really great eye for details, and just, the whole design is just really nice. They're very talented and we appreciate them.
Yes, indeed. All right, so the next one is Peacock Fancy Dye. And look at all the details on this dye. It does some partial cutting and some regular die cutting. And here is Debbie's card with it. Again, she went with kind of true to life colors, right, Debbie?
Yes, I did. I tried to stick to that. And you know what? Just, there's little I don't know what to say, like cut marks in there. So you could always layer this peacock up a little bit. I might have done that with the head part, Libby. I don't know. I can't remember.
You did. The head.
I did. You just snip here and there, and you've actually got a separate die piece on here. So you could make this mini layers if you like, depending on how much time you want to spend on the card. So I did that with the little peacock head, and then I just colored the other areas in. I think I did a little bit of reactive inks, and then I came back in with Copic markers and colored in to give it a little bit more depth and dimension.
It looks like you put something shiny in there as well. There's a little bit of shimmer.
I did. I splattered some gold paint on the top. Oh my gosh. I think it was watercolor paint. I love just adding a little class to it with a little bit of that gold. It just does that. Like, I think, was it Emily that did the gold flamingos? I just love that look.
Yes, so pretty. And I know that Dana from our team did a rainbow peacock. That was one of the things
she did. It beautiful.
So cool. So make sure to check out her post from the blog hop as well.
super creative.
I just love your true to life colors on this one, though. It's gorgeous. Now going on a different look, not so much elegant anymore. Now we're going into our lawn ornaments fancy dye, which is so fun. So it has the lawn ornament flamingo and a pinwheel and a little clump of grass. So lots of fun things you could do with that one. And Debbie still made it look like a real flamingo rather than a lawn ornament. So it goes both ways. You don't have to make it look like it's in your grass.
You know what happened is because I didn't read the title on it. When I got done, I'm like, oh, I really like this flamingo. And he's all by himself, where the set is a collection. He's all by himself. So I did them all by myself. Then I got done and it said lawn ornament. I'm like, whoops. So, but you know, there's no rules. Y'all can create how you want. You might put some like glossy, some sort of glossy accents on him, and he could actually look like the lawn ornament, you know, the ones that are kind of shiny. You could have done that. I also love the pinwheel that came with the set, and I didn't show that on here. And that one's really cool. Both of them would really make cute, like cupcake decor.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you could glue a toothpick behind the legs of that flamingo and put it on a cupcake topper. I mean, possibilities obviously are endless. And then I used a stencil in the background to create the ocean and the sun. And I think that's Sky and Sun.
I can't remember the name of it, but yes, it's from maybe, I don't remember which release it was, but it's a stencil in our collection. You can find that on our website. It's so pretty.
Neva, I think that's how you say you can bend the leg. I don't think it bends here. It's pretty thin, but you could snip it and then move that leg a different way. So,
and you can see in the set, it comes with a leg die. So you can do that twice to make his legs or her legs. And then it has a little thin stripe kind of thing. That's the stick for the pinwheel. So two different things. You could even put your flamingo on a stick if you wanted to. Oh, Mindy says it is Sea and Sky stencil. Thank you, Mindy.
Thank you, Mindy.
So, and then she has the dies that we just looked at around the edge. And I love this little thin rectangle that you made as a little frame around your flamingo. That's so cool.
You know what all that was is I took one of our rectangle infinity dies, and then I trimmed it down really thin and put that on there. So it was just a frame, you know, cut the one part out and then framed it down really thin on the other. And then this is me, I use spray glue sometimes because I need to get a lot of adhesive there and I don't want to get it messy on the front. So I'll do spray adhesive and then put that down. And that, I want to comment on Tammy. She said, I bet your trash can is beautiful. It is not, because I use that spray adhesive in my trash can. So it is not pretty. But that's how I put that frame on there.
Very cool. I had a thought, but it went right back out of my brain. That's okay. I'm reading, Victoria said, oh my God, imagine a board with 50 flamingos for a birthday. That'd be so cute.
Oh, wouldn't that be cute? Oh my gosh, yes.
And then Melissa used the very technical term of whirligig thingy. Okay, and then finally, we only have one more product in this release. This was a little bit smaller release than some of the ones in the past. And it is our large toucan. You can kind of see it there, but I'm going to go ahead and just bring up a picture of it real quick so that you can get a good look at this bold print. So this is our 6x6 bold print, and it is called Large Toucan Bold Print. Very descriptive. says right what it is. And it's really fun for coloring. It's just such a big design, really graphic. And here is Debbie's card with this one.
Yeah, I like doing bright and bold with this one. I think I wrote it in my own blog that it would kind of remind me of that little Fruit Loops guy, you know, on the front of the cereal. So I kind of colored along that line. I did a little tiny detail up by his nose. I used one of those white pens, thin pens, and just gave a little highlight right at the top of his nose. And I like to do those little tiny details. And I think I also used that in the leaves, just adding a tiny little bit of detail right in there. And there's several designers that are on the hop that did this same toucan, and they're really cool. So I really encourage everybody to check out the other designers' blogs because they really have some great ideas this month. And this one was really colorful for a lot of them. They did a great job.
Yes. And I love that it's so big. If you have kids or grandkids you're trying to entertain this summer, just stamp that out and let them color it. It's such a great big image for kids to color.
And you know what, it would also make a great little like banner for a party. You could spell out like, happy birthday on the others. You could print that out on, with big letters. And then on either end, you could have that toucan on either end. And then maybe use some of your die cuts that had the Monstera leaves or whatever on that to add a little bit of, charm on either end. So lots of possibilities with that.
That's a fun idea. Essie's asking, what white pen do you use?
I use I'm having a brain fade. I can go grab it if you'll give me just a second. I have it in the other room. It's one that I know everybody uses, and it's my favorite because it doesn't clog very often. The only time it ever clogs is like if you're like me and you leave the lid off, then that's a problem. But if you keep the lid on, it's amazing pen, and I always have like 3 in my jar because I use them often. So let me go grab that and I'll go look at it for you.
Okay. And while she is, let's just look at this. So Tamara mentioned that you could use one side of the 6x6 and omit the toucan altogether. And that's true. You could use some of this floral and leaves type of things on the side. This one here, you could even like trim around some of these bigger elements. This one doesn't have a full outline, but you could fake it, just draw that in and then cut it out. So lots of fun things you could do with this. You could also, cut out some of these elements and pop them up on your card if you wanted to. So lots of fun ideas. And I will say we'll see what Debbie uses. Oh, Debbie's back, so you can go ahead and share, Debbie.
I do. Yep. I use the Uniball Signo, and there.
Oh, let me show you. You're not on screen.
Okay, sorry.
Let's go ahead and exit solo. There she is.
It's this one. And I'm hands down, go buy it. I think some of the hobby stores sell it. I know Dick Blick has it. I buy, like I said, I buy 3 at a time. It's so nice. And I do believe they come in other colors, but I use the white the most. It just does not clog. And I've had the other ones, and every time you go to use it, they just don't work. These do. Put the lid on, and they'll last you until they're empty.
Yep. So. Yeah, and I've seen tips maybe from Kathy Rakusin or different people that if it is kind of not going, you put it on your finger. The heat of your finger helps get the little ball rolling in there.
I didn't know that, but that's what I do. I do it on the back of my hand every time.
Maybe I saw Debbie do it, not Kathy. I also have a Posca white acrylic pen. Those are a great white pen as well, but it's acrylic paint, so it's a little bit different than using the gel pen.
They are. They're really nice to use. This one you can. It's a water base, so if I've messed up, you can kind of get it off easily enough where you can't do that with the Posca. But I do love how opaque the Posca pen is. It's really nice too. So either one would be great. This one's really a fine tip. It's more like a ballpoint pen. So it says, do they ever dry out? I've never had one dry out. If you keep the lid on, I haven't. Yeah. If you take the lid off and you keep it out there for a couple days, yes.
Yeah. And also, use your stuff. Like if you're going to have it in your drawer for years and years, you might go to it later and it's not going to work, but you get these wonderful supplies, use them, make things with them. And then, that's the better thing to do. Hi, Sandy. I see Sandy's here. She's from our global team as well. And I'm sorry if I've missed anyone from our teams that I should be saying hello to and acknowledging.
Hi, Sandy.
So I wanted to just show my shirt in case you guys haven't seen it. It does match our release really well.
Oh my God. That's too funny.
I just got back from a trip to California. So I was feeling sort of, there's palm trees and stuff. So feeling a little bit of the tropical vibes there as well and loving the ocean. So that was the entire release. So let's go ahead and back up and go through it again. So we had our large toucan. We had our lawn ornaments. We had our beautiful Peacock Fancy Dye. We had our tropical florals fancy dyes, which I love, love, love. We had our Monstera, which is a bundle with the dyes, or you can buy it separately. And then our Cockatoo. And our birds of paradise. And then, of course, our main kit with our Heroscape of flamingos, which are so much fun, and all these gorgeous cards that Debbie made with the flamingo set. And so if you are joining late or you're joining on replay, thank you so much for being here as well. We are going to give away a gift certificate. And so let me just check here. Tammy always randomly picks that for us. I'm going to look over and see. And our winner this time is Deborah Smith. So congratulations, Deborah. It's so good to have had you here, and congratulations on winning. Any last questions before we move on, or is there anything I'm forgetting to mention, Tammy? You can tell me in the comments. And if you guys haven't ordered, again, our kits are always limited. So once they sell out, they're gone forever. Mindy's already pulling for us to have this be the winner in October when we do our poll of favorite kit of the year. She wants this one to come back. So definitely a favorite for a lot of people on our team so far this year. So make sure that if you haven't picked it up yet, you do before they are gone forever. And again, the add-ons, they may say sold out on the website, but they are temporarily sold out. They come back. So the main kit will be gone forever, but the other products are in our line for, the short term or however long term, I don't know. So if you see them sell out, they will be back in stock. Another thing that I forgot to mention is we do all the add-ons together as a bundle. So if you just loved every single thing, we call it the Get Them All, and you can get the Get Them All as well. Let's see, which one won last year? Last year it was the big floral with the big chunky bumblebees. That was our winner last time. And so those products are now in our line. They were a kit, I think, in January of 2021. Is that right? I think that's right. And then it became our winner that October. So it became 2 stamp sets since it was a big 4x6 or 6x8. It became 2 4x6s. Anyway, let's see. When is the next stamp along? I know everybody is anxious for a stamp along. I am hoping to do a mixed media beginner series because our last catalog was our summer catalog with all the mixed media products. And so watch for that. I am hoping to get that together very soon. And then in August, we're going to release our holiday catalog, which the team has been working hard on and is beautiful. So I know everybody's thinking, what, holiday in July? But that's the way this industry works. We work on July when it's 95 degrees in Atlanta. I'm working on holiday cards. But anyway, that's coming out in August. And in the fall, we'll definitely do a regular stamp along with the holiday products as well. All right. Let's see. Any other comments or questions? I don't see any. Bring on the Christmas. All right. Victoria's ready for it. And of course, we have another monthly release coming in August. We do them the first Monday of every month. This month it was Tuesday because of 4th of July. I just had a thought. Oh, this weekend. So if you have the June kit, which is the big, beautiful mermaid, first of all, it's still available. There are a few of those still available. So if you didn't grab it, you might want to when you're ordering this stuff because it's gorgeous. But we're doing our MMH, My Monthly Hero Make Along this weekend. So on Sunday, join us here on our Facebook and YouTube channels. And it will be Sika and Shannon from our creative team creating 2 cards start to finish. And on Saturday this weekend, we are also going to be doing a blog post with all the information about those cards so you can have a supply list to get ready for Sunday. So that will be Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. So if you want to do that and join us, you're welcome to. Even if you don't have the kit, you can watch and see what they do with their cards, and maybe it can inspire you if you want to use other supplies you have on hand, or maybe even decide that you want to pick up that kit. So it'll be some great ideas with that. Anything else we want to add here? Yay for Make Along. Thank you, Essie. Hope to see you there. All right. Well, I guess that's it. So thank you guys for joining us today. It was so great to have you here. And check out our kit on the website. And we'll see you again next month or on Sunday. Thanks again for being here, Debbie. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's good to see you all.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.